Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you the realistic way of how to properly wash your makeup brushes. So I am a busy working mom, so I don't have a lot of time to wash my makeup brushes like once a week or however often you're supposed to properly do them. I honestly probably realistically wash my brushes maybe in all honesty, maybe once a month. Once a month, maybe once every 2 months. It depends on how busy I am. But I'm using the Dawn dish soap Platinum, and I use a tiny little bit, like a tiny little squirt for each like big brush. And then you just gently rub it on your hand. That's it. Use lukewarm water. It's so easy, it's so simple. You can buy one of those texturized makeup brush cleaner pads if you want, but realistically, I would rather use my hand. Your hands have enough texture on them to get the job done, and the Dawn dish soap is amazing. And then you just like swirl it around on your palm of your hand and gets it super clean. I'm not pushing super hard. I'm gently swirling it in circles, getting in there, and make sure you, for the most part, keep your brush facing downward. I try really hard not to do that right there, like keep it up, because you really don't want to get water inside of, like, down in the bristles where the glue's at. But in all honesty, that brush right there, the pink brush, and this orange brush right here, those brushes are honestly probably 15 years old. I am not even kidding. I've had those for a very long time. They're Real Technique brushes. They are my absolute favorite foundation brushes. I'm pretty sure I've had those 15 years. And I've done the same thing for 15 years. I wash them the same way. I have used a silicone makeup brush texturized cleaner thing, but in all honesty, I love using my hand. I feel like my hand does a better job. And on a normal day, when you don't film a video like this, from start to finish, it probably takes me 10 minutes to wash my brushes. It looks like you're wasting a lot of water, but you're not. On the speed of that water, I've actually tested it out and put it in a gallon, like, Kool-Aid container thing, water container, and it maybe I think you only use a gallon. It was a little bit less than a gallon in 10 minutes. The water's not on all the way. I turn it off sometimes. But this is honestly the most effective way to wash your makeup brushes. I am not a makeup artist, so I don't have hundreds of brushes. I'm just a hardworking mom. I have maybe 50 brushes, maybe not that many. And they're all pretty old. I've had them for a long time. These are my blush brushes. Yep, you just swirl it around on the palm of your hand. Don't push too hard, because if you push too hard, you can damage the bristles. Gently squeeze out the water. And this brush is dyed on the tips of the bristles. It's like a purple, a bright purple color. That's not leftover blush, that's just the color of the bristles. And I live in an old farmhouse. This sink faucet is the least of my worries right now. I know people can be pretty judgmental of other people, but I'm not getting a new faucet at this moment. I just thought I'd throw that in there. I know how gross that looks. And then just squeegee the water out. Man, I look like I am just banging that on there. I'm barely banging it on the sink. That looks way rougher than I was being. And that brush is probably 5 years old. I got that in my Ipsy bag. Oops. This blush brush is very old. This is probably the same as the other two. It's probably 15 years old. I can't believe I've been doing Ipsy for that long. I got that in my Ipsy bag too. Look how gross that is. And it's just me. I'm not a makeup artist. I only use these brushes on me. And again, this blush brush is dyed hot pink on the ends. It's not dirty. They're dyed that way. I love this blush brush. It's very soft. It's my favorite one. It's so clean. I wash most of them twice for good measure. And because it's been so long. Very clean. And people may comment down in the comments that, oh, that's gross, you need to wash your brushes more. No, I don't. My skin doesn't break out from washing my brushes. I only use them on myself. I don't use them on anybody else. I wipe them off after every time I use them. Sometimes I use a makeup wipe to wipe them off. Sometimes I just wipe them off on a towel. I keep them in a travel makeup bag zipped up so nobody touches them. My cats don't get to them. It's not gross. It's just a realistic way that a lot of us take care of our makeup brushes. This is an eyebrow brush that I use in my eyebrow powders. That is very well loved. I haven't washed that in a minute. I don't use them very often, but it's a good way to show you how well this technique cleans your brushes, because these bristles are dyed blue. You couldn't see that before. Much cleaner. This is my original eyebrow brush. This one's probably 10 years old. I use this one the most, as you can tell. I use it the most, but I don't use them that often anymore. I do my eyebrows a little bit different now. But when I do use them, they get pretty dirty. So after I'm done washing, this is what I do to get the moisture out of the bristles. Just gently take them and put them in a towel. And when I say gentle, I mean be very gentle. You don't want to roughly get the water out. You don't want to damage the bristles. So as you can see right here, I'm twisting and pulling down at the same time to keep the shape of the brush, the round brush. And just kind of get the most of the moisture out as you can. And with the bigger brushes like this, I didn't show it on camera because it's hard to do one-handed, but I would put my hand behind the towel and kind of pinch the bristles with my fingers behind the towel and like squeegee the moisture out. I don't know if that makes sense, but there's my foundation brush, all nice and clean. And that's all of my brushes. That's all I have. I don't have any other brushes. There's my other foundation brush. That's very clean. Excuse me. There's an eyeshadow brush I use a lot. There's my blush brush. And then when I'm done, I try to lay them out flat on a dish towel. Make them all go the same direction, and then I roll them in the towel. This is very hard to do one-handed. Then you roll them all up, and then flip them upside down so the bristles are facing down, and that way they can dry. In drying them like this, they will be dry within a couple of hours and then ready to go. Please like and subscribe if you want, and have a great day. Thanks.